did you see? You saw an angry person. Yes.
He forgave us when he calmed down.
When he calmed down, he realized that maybe he was overreacting a bit. Anything else?
Forgiveness being the main point.
The main point. Partly because if you guys have been in a whole new world for the past few weeks, we've been talking about forgiveness, right? We've been talking about different kinds of forgiveness. Now, if I can get my next slide, we will go through some of this. First off, let's go through birthdays. Who has had a birthday this week? Absolutely. Click. No one. Did you know no one has been born this week? So it was an off week for people. But that's okay. I'm sure next week and in the following weeks, people have already told me you guys have birthdays coming up. Next are points. Now for the new people, don't worry about this. We are all set up into different teams. And you get points for coming, for bringing your Bible, knowing our memory verse. It's the end of the month. We're going to be doing the February verse again before we start off with a new March verse. Bringing a friend is worth 5 points. Emily, did you come with somebody? So Paxton gets 5 points for his team for bringing a friend. Did you come with somebody? Or did your parents just bring you? Or did you hide in the trunk? You guys both came together. Did anybody bring you, or did you just show up because McDonald's was busy?
My family just moved in.
Did they? Well, that's
Trying
wonderful.
to get a new church.
Well, that's wonderful. I hope you guys enjoy here. But for Paxton, he will get 5 points, right? Coming on your birthday week. Now, nobody came on their birthday week. Yes?
I have a question.
Yes.
What if you have birthday in the summer?
Pardon me?
What if you have your birthday in the summer?
The birthdays in the summer, I believe, either get counted in September. Is it in September? There you go. With Pastor Paul not here and the new point system still working. Now, the points do two things. Remember quickly. One is trading post, right? A few times a year, if you can click, but sorry, there's a trading post. The other one is at the end of the year. We count up all of them, and the one team will get a grand prize, right? As well as, I think, the one person who has the most points or something, right? Yes?
We didn't do songs yet.
We have not done songs yet. You are right. But today I am teaching the lesson, and so I'm kind of winging it. So we're going to do worship when we do worship. Yes, Adara?
I have a question.
Do you
do
now?
the points, when you use them, get excluded from your team points? Or
No, not at all. When you use your own points at the trading post, they don't get excluded from your teams. They're still counted up. So let's go through the teams really quickly. The Pioneers. You know who you are? Your total is 501. Next one. Don't boo, please, if it's not your team. That's not nice. Mustangs. Total 546. Let's run through these. Longhorns. We have a total of 497. Close to 5. Next is Sheriffs with a total of 519. And Broncos with a total of 622.
600.
They brought friends at the beginning of the year, and it's really counted. Wranglers, total of 516 as well. So our total, in a nice bar graph, because all you kids love a bar graph, our totals. Keep going, and we will see the Broncos up there at 622. Now remember, it's not the end. And like Paxton just showed, he gets 5 points plus his 1 point for coming. Did you bring a Bible?
No.
Nope. Okay, well, he's got 6 points. He knows his memory verse. That's 7 points. So, guys, don't worry about it. Next slide is what? Today's lesson. Okay, now we're on today's lesson.
Drum
We're talking
roll.
about forgiveness. The skit was on forgiveness. So you might think that we're going to be talking about...
Forgiveness.
I hope so. Good. Forgiveness.
Yay.
Now, I want you to take a look at this. Have you ever been one of these two people? Have you ever been picked on? Or have you ever actually maybe been a bully sometimes? Oh, you've already slipped. Okay, this is the anger picture. I want you to see. Sometimes you guys get angry. I know you guys never do because you never have siblings. your siblings. But sometimes they steal your Transformers or G.I. Joe toys, and what happens? They get in trouble, right? Wait, how does it make you feel?
It's like a rubber.
Guys, quiet. How does it make you feel?
Like a prison trip, right?
Does it make you feel great?
No,
Ava.
not wrong.
Sad. You know what? When you guys do something wrong or something wrong is done to you, it makes you feel sad, doesn't it? It should. Yes.
And when the person's angry, they get really sad for being mean to the other person.
Sometimes, and we will talk about that. What's written on our hearts, right? Because God does condemn us in our hearts. Okay, next slide. If somebody says to you that they are sorry for something that they've done, or if you go to somebody and say that you are sorry for something you have done, how does that feel? Raise your hand. Yes. Pardon me?
Nice.
Nice. Doesn't it feel like it smooths some things over? Yes. Feels really? Real even. So, relieving. Or real even. Relieving. It's the hat. It doesn't help me hear very well. It's not very acoustically good. So, relieving. When you have something wrong done to you, you would like somebody to feel sorry for what they did, right? Does that always happen in life? No. Sometimes somebody will come to you and say they're sorry. And so you either have it eating at you forever, or you can just let it go. And that's not an easy thing to do if somebody doesn't say they're sorry. But that does happen. Okay, so the next slide. Forgiveness. Today, we're going to talk about a very specific forgiveness. And we're going to talk about a forgiveness from one particular person. From God. Did you know that God forgives us? But why? Why on earth? What does it look like to be forgiven from God? Lucas, what does it look like? Does it like manna from heaven? No. You know God forgave you because you find a chocolate bar in your pocket and you didn't remember putting it there. Oh, God forgives me. Yes, Georgia.
If you did something bad, He will still love you and He will still forgive you.
He will still love you and still forgive you. And that makes you feel good, doesn't it? So that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like, right? It feels good to be forgiven by God. Now, next slide.